What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2, Episode 11. I believe that's what it is anyway, so let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, we're going to do it a little bit out of order today. Let's see who we want to start with. Let's start with Bucky and her hair. We see her walking, okay? She's contemplative. Okay, it looks like she's having a lot of thoughts going through her head. She's walking on the, well, it's not the coast, but it looks like it's a deck. I don't know, why I can't think of the word. Anyway, it's the boardwalk. That's what I want to say, with the water on the side. And she looks real troubled. I said, oh, what's the matter, Bucky and her hair? Bucky and her hair is sad, you guys. And she goes over DJ Pooh's house. Not DJ Pooh either. Wouldn't that be some shit? DJ Pooch. Okay. She goes over DJ Pooch. Not Pooch. Let me get my... I didn't even have coffee today. Let me get myself together. She goes over DJ Pooch's house. Hey, friend. It's always about ghetto. Whenever you see girls calling they friend, they ghetto. Hey, friend. Oh, what's the matter, Bucky and her hair? I need to talk, friend. Okay, she need a drink, friend. Come on in. So she get to telling us in her confessional how she's dealing with so much in her life. You know, her friendships are breaking up, her relationships are breaking up, and now she's got this problem. Okay, so she's telling DJ Pooch, and DJ Pooch was like, well, what's the matter? And she says, well, she's got fibroids, okay, size of a grapefruit, and they make her period heavy. I mean, we as women, we know the problems that fibroids can bring. So hers are so large that they want to remove them, and she's afraid. She hasn't had surgery, doesn't want to go under the knife, so she's nervous, understandable. She's been passing out and everything, and she's terrified when it's time for her to be on her period, so she got a whole lot going on. When Pooch tried to go over there and give her a hug, she was like, don't touch me. Why the bitch can't touch you? Okay, because she's trying to be tough. Okay, she's trying to be horde like me. She just don't want no sympathy right now, even though you done walked over to the child house for it, right? We'll give Bucky and her hair a pass, okay? Even though the bitch been raising hell for 2 fucking seasons. You guys don't realize sometimes that a lot of times sickness comes in your body because of all the hate that you garner. All the hate that you have built up inside of you can affect you. That's why people need to stop all this shit. You better learn how to live and let live. Quit worrying about other motherfuckers that don't have nothing to do with you. That way you can have some peace, and once you have peace, you don't fester shit inside your body. Roxanne just gave y'all a word, okay? Y'all gonna listen to me one day when you get older. You gonna think back on this conversation. Yeah, you gonna remember a damn Love and Hip Hop Miami review. Pooch tells her that she had the same issues in the past, didn't take care of it, and it ruptured. She almost died. So she wants to go with Bucky and her hair. Like, can I give you a hug? Can I support you? And Bucky and her hair says, yeah, I guess so. Did y'all see the one Mimi tear? I said, oh shit. They've been getting their acting chops on today. And then Mona tells the editors to edit in some, uplifting music. Not a laughing matter, though. Fibroids can be serious. We see Bucky in her hair. She's at the doctor's office. She's got Pooch there. And she got her brother, Joe. Her brother, Joe, there. He's an inspirational speaker, and he helps her through a lot of things, okay? The doctor tells her, hey, we're going to have to take care of this fibroid. It's growing, okay? And it could be potentially life-threatening. All right, so we need to take the shit out. Bucky and her hair get all, is it going to be a scar? Okay, yep, it's going to be like a C-section scar, but if it gets bigger, I'll have to cut you this way, and I'm sure you don't want that scar. She don't want no scars. She said that she's worked hard on her body. She lost 50 pounds, and now you talking about a scar. She don't want people to see scars on her. And her inspirational speaker, Brother Joe said, well, let's see. You want to be cute and dead, or you want to be scarred and alive? Well, it doesn't seem like that much of a hard of a choice. Although as a woman, I understand, people not wanting to have scarring and things on their body. It's a natural thought. But you don't need to dote on it too long, because bottom line is you got to get rid of these fibroids. So she's going to have the surgery, and she's going to be good afterwards. There's really no more discussion need to be had about that. So hold your head up, Bucky in the hair. You're going to be all right, girl. you guys, so Trina is about to launch her Rockstar Music Group label. The project is about to happen. She's excited about it. Okay, she's preparing to have this event. She has Jessie Woo down just so she can talk to her. Jessie Woo wants to thank her for, you know, including her in that whole Me Too event where they spoke to what was her name, the one that created the whole Me Too movement. You know, because Jessie Woo just, it felt good to be around people who had experienced some of the same things that she had. Okay, and she needed that. Trina says absolutely no problem. Glad she came. All right, but this Rockstar launch, she's excited to come, and Trina says, yeah, I'm excited about it. I'd invited, you know, a lot of tastemakers in Miami, the who's who, you know, hobnob amongst her artists, Big D, Lamb, among other folks. And Jessie Woo says, oh yeah, you know what, I want to speak to them, because evidently Julian, the guy that was her manager, you know, he got mad at her when she told him she didn't like his management style. So he went and jumped on the phone like a bitch and called D and Lamb and told them how they shouldn't work with her. She's mad about it, because, you know, this is exactly why she don't fuck with these niggas in Miami already. She's super disgusted with Julian. Trina was like, really? Damn, that Julian, something else. Okay, he ain't never did that with me, and he been my manager for, you know, years. All right, but he know I don't play that shit. But blacklisting people is never good in any situation, so Trina ain't with it. But she's like, girl, whatever, Julian gonna be at the party, but you know, I want you to be there too. It's gonna be my artist. I'm showcasing, you know, I've even invited Bobby so that Bobby can see how he snoozed on the opportunity of a lifetime. Then while she's talking to her, she also tells her about this Save the Music thing that Pooch is involved in, and she wants Trina to come and talk to some students, and it's being sponsored by Burger King. I was like, child, we got to do a shot game today. How many times they was going to say Burger King? Burger King was like, you want us on this fuck shit ass show, Mona, then you better say that name. We better play some product and everything. Okay, so yeah, Burger King is sponsoring this thing. Trina's going to be a participant in it. Okay, and Jessie Woo was like, well, good for you, girl. Look at you doing big things. So she has her launch party. So she's got Susie, she's got Dee, she's got Nia, and she's got the rest of the rock stars. I said, oh, you do you? Because, honey, the rock stars roll deep. You got enough room on that roster for all of us? Y'all better get out there, rock stars, and represent. What? Shit. Anyway, she's excited to show them all. So she gets her artists up there, and they're all performing and everything. Everybody does a good job. Everybody seems to be having a good time. Once it's over, you know, Joy comes over to her and tells her how bomb everything was, you know, and Trina's like, thank you, you know, I've been working hard with these people and all of this. Then up comes Bobby. Okay, and Bobby says, you know what, even though Trina did say she was going to help me out, you know, Clearwater, is it Clearwater? What's the name of the damn place? Clear Vision. What's Clearwater? That name is so familiar, it's in my head, I just can't, I feel like I've said it recently. But anyway, Clear Vision has surpassed all of the things that she was promising, so he's good where he is. When he walks up, Trina was like, yeah, you know, I wanted you to come so you could see all that you was missing with Rockstar. And he was just like, oh, you know, I'm good and everything is good. They didn't seem to have any ill feelings towards each other, even though Trina had to go off on them last time. She just did that because she felt disrespected. Like, you could have just told me and I wasn't going to try to hold you back from signing with somebody else. So anyway, they get past it. And since they so past it, Trina says, I am going to even give you that feature. All right, and Bobby is excited. I said, look at Trina helping out her cousin. So sweet. While they talking, she's telling them about Pooch's event that's coming up, and she wants him to come and speak at it. Okay, now DJ Prince gonna be there too, but she feels like them two can put aside their issues and be grown up for the better good. I was like, do you know who you talking to? Bobby and Prince, the ones who can't seem to get along for nothing. Okay, you want them to be up there fighting in front of these damn high school kids? I know something. You better not have both of them there. Okay, but she seems to believe that they're going to be fine. For some reason, she feels like Bobby can be the proper influence on these kids. I said, oh, okay. Bobby, huh? Bobby? All right. Now, while we at this event as well, remember Trina said that Dee and Lamb was going to be there. So Jessie sees them over there, and she's like, oh, I need to go over there and talk to them. And so she sits down, you know, and she's just like, hey, you guys remember me? I was the one that was trying to do the song for you guys and make you guys give me the song for free. Okay, they kind of looking at her just like, ugh. All right, like no respect almost. I mean, they just looking. I mean, one of them don't even talk to her. Every time she come talking to them, he be like, I'm going to defer to my partner. He don't even want to say nothing to her. So the partner says, all right, dumbass girl. All right, how about we work this out? You know, we do a song for you. You can take that shit and you can get the fuck out of our face and quit coming up to us all the time, talking about how broke you are, how you don't pay for no song. And she was just like, okay, thank you, thank you. So she's happy now. She done finally got her fucking song. Then she starts talking about how Julian came and called them and, you know, was talking bad about her. And they were like, look, whatever's going on with you and Julian, you know, that's between y'all. Y'all need to really try to fix that. You know, she just don't like the fact that he making her name bad around Miami. And they was like, yeah, you don't want that. You know, you don't want people to not want to work with you. You don't need people speaking bad on your name. Okay, well, lo and behold, while they're sitting there talking, Mona pushes in Julian. Julian comes up and Dee and Lamb, they leave. Oh, you guys gonna leave me to talk to him? Yes. So Julian trying to figure out what the hell her problem is, you know, and she was like, I don't appreciate you calling nobody and saying bad shit about me. And he was like, you got to understand, these my peoples. And she was like, they my people too. They just gave me a song. I was like, girl, them not really your people. Julian's still salty about the shit that she said to him, you know, about Amara La Negra. Jessie Woo says, I just don't want you to be my manager. I didn't like your management style. I just want to move on from there. I don't want to have nothing else to do with it. I don't need us to be fighting. And he said, okay, so you gonna leave Amara La Negra alone? And she was just like, as long as she don't disrespect me, then I won't disrespect her. Okay, so we good. All right, well, that's good enough for Julian. All right then, all right. So he walk off. Now, speaking of Amara La Negra, we also see her there. Evidently, Trick had invited her and she came, but she thought it was on just some old friendships shit. Okay, Trick think that they on a date. She, oh no, we are not on a date. I was like, Trick, that you not gonna allow yourself to get played on the show like this. Surely you know when a bitch is interested in you and when you aren't, right? But Trick was just like, he don't understand like where the tables got turned. Okay, now they didn't went on one date. What would make this one different? Okay, now hating from the corner is Bobby and Joy. Now you know how much Bobby hate Amara La Negra. I'm not even sure why, but he does. Joy was like, who is that over there with Trick? Is that Amara La Negra? Why is she over there with Trick? I said, girl, why do you care? You trying to get a fucking divorce. But oh, here she go as the jealous ex-wife. She walks over there, sits down. Oh, hey, y'all, what you doing over here, Amara La Negra? Okay, what's going on, Trick? Who is this? Why is she over here with you? And Amara La Negra, you know, she's sitting there just uncomfortable, all right, in the middle. Joy is so upset, you know, she walk off. And then Trick, because he's so mad that Joy came over there, you know, cutting the food, he walk off. And Trina's trying to stop him, like, why are you even leaving? Okay, see, that's the whole thing with you. When the going get tough, the tough get going, and now you just gonna walk off and all that. That's classic Trick. Amara La Negra was just like, look, I just came here to have a good time. Okay, she didn't come up here for all this shit. But while we sitting there talking, Amara La Negra has heard that Trina doesn't like her. I said, well, what else is new? Don't nobody like you on this fucking show. And I still don't even know why. Why don't nobody like Amara La Negra? What is the fucking problem? Yeah, she is annoying to me, but it's not enough for me to be like, I don't like her. Okay, she just gets on my nerves sometimes. That's, you know, so I just can't figure out what is all this about. Okay, Trina says it's not you per se. It's the fact that Julian, who is my manager, okay, he got his head so far up your ass that he can't do the shit that I need him to do on my end. Well, what they got to do with Amara La Negra? That's on Julian. So why y'all all got a problem? I'm telling you, everybody on the show don't like Amara La Negra, okay, except for her mama, okay? And now even Trick might look like he ain't gonna like her no more because she said she just his friend, okay? Julian is a big boy, pero I don't want no problems with Trina. So she gonna just make best of this situation. You know what, Trina, you need to talk to Julian, okay? It really doesn't have anything to do with me, okay? And that's fair enough, I guess Trina thinks. She finds out that Jessie Woo is there. Trina lets her know that she's there. And Amara La Negra was like, you really don't want me to be here. She ain't trying to get in no tussle with Jessie Woo. And, you know, they done had a bad time. And you know what? She just gonna get the fuck up out of here because she would hate to ruin Trina's show. And Trina was like, yeah, girl, you better get on and go, because we ain't going to have that today. Now, DJ Pooch's event, okay, if you want to call it an event, like I said, it's Save the Music, partnered with Burger King. The motherfuckers had a Burger King cup sitting right there on the damn counter. That damn Burger King was like, we're gonna get our damn product placement off of this one if it's the last thing we do. I thought that it was gonna be a big event for the whole school. It turns out that I guess there's 3 or 4 kids there that want to learn more about DJing. So Pooch is there. She has Bobby come and Prince come, and surprisingly enough, they've put their differences aside for the greater good of the kids. Okay, so they all talk about their experiences. Pooch is telling them about what it takes to be a DJ, and Bobby is saying whatever he's saying, and Prince saying whatever he's saying, giving them uplifting words of encouragement, go for it and do what you got to do. And then in walks Trina. Now, when Trina walks in, that's the first time that they all recognize her. They all just sort of like, oh my God, Trina. Okay, so then they start asking Trina questions, and Trina, baddest bitch, you can't let people stop you. Always believe in yourself, and you can't let men dominate you, and yada yada yada, same shit that they've been saying, they say all the time. Okay, but it seems to work on these kids. They look like they happy enough to soak in some information from the baddest bitch. And then Pooch lets them know that they are going to get a studio from Save the Music and Burger King. Okay, because Burger King is there for you. Okay, drink that Burger King soda sitting right there. So the kids are happy. And Trina said, you know what? She gonna get on in the booth there. She feel like a little freestyle coming out in her, and it went a little bit of something like this. I'm changing the vibe on these haters. Change the vibe. I can't even lie on these haters. Change the vibe. I'm on some other shit. Can you feel me? I'm on some other shit. Can you feel me? I was like, oh. That's your freestyle, huh, Trina? Okay. Girl, it's good you helping other people in their careers. And then lastly, you guys, Chaotic. Chaotic is shooting this video, and he says it's sort of under duress because he ain't really feel like doing it. However, Hollywood thinks that he's about to go to jail, so he's trying to get this shit done. The music sounds like it would be cool enough to play on the radio. It actually didn't sound bad. And he's happy because Joy is there, and she is doing his hair. Now, what the fuck is she doing to his hair? What does doing to that do? But Joy says that the only reason why she there is to get on Trick Daddy nerves. She only like Chaotic as a friend. He cool, he just not for her. Anyways, after they finish, more talk about this damn high-speed chase. He didn't know the police was behind him and all of that. And now they done reactivated the PTSD because he was shot up, the 15 times on the chase before. That all brought back the memories. He thought the police was, people trying to get him. Okay, even when the motherfucker got out the car and ran. Okay, ain't no point that you saw that was the po-pos behind you. Okay. So, while they're talking about the PTSD and the whatnots, they get on the subject of mental health and how important it is, and how they ought to have some sort of a vigil or something, just so people can get together and express themselves, and how mental health is important, Hollywood says, and Chaotic agrees. Get people that survived certain traumatic events, to use that platform. But before we get to that event, we got to talk about court. He goes to court, and his niece is there. She's supporting him. Okay, he said he's got the best lawyer in Miami for these niggas that be cutting up. Probably like one that always represents all them rappers down there. He says that the police been releasing all this footage on the news, about him running and all of that. But that ain't fair because, like I said, he didn't know that they was the po-pos. Okay? Damn, how many times he gotta say it? It's hard for a black man in America, I said. Okay, yeah. So his lawyer said they got a good case. So they get into the courthouse, and that Mona then got her niece to come up there and do the voiceover for who's supposed to be the prosecutor. I said, girl, that is Rhonda. Here she come talking, trying to sound official and saying how, they are requesting that he spends 27.5 months in a state prison and all of that. I was just like, Now, y'all know good damn well that was not that prosecutor's voice. That shit was funny. Then his lawyer and the judge would have their regular voice, so the prosecutor probably was like, don't even put my voice on that shit. Okay, they wouldn't even show the lady. The lawyer come co-signing on what Chaotic been telling us, how he thought that, you know, it was some people coming after him. He didn't know, you know, they ain't had no lights on or nothing. And he feel like that the prosecution is shaping the case and the police are shaping the case in the media. And then Rhonda was like, child, I don't have control over what the media does. I mean, if they gonna put this stuff out, then that's on them. So nothing really happens at the hearing. Okay, once they get out, you know, Chaotic leave with his niece, and you know, his lawyer is back there talking to the media and saying how, you know, the police is you know, chasing after him and he was scared and he thought he was gonna get killed and all of that. So we still don't know if Chaotic going to jail yet or not. Now, later on, we see Chaotic. Earlier, when he was talking to Hollywood, he said that he needed to get therapy. So now the day has come. They're going to have the vigil, but first he's going and have some therapy with Patty. We don't call her Patty the therapist. And Patty real happy. Okay, just a blonde lady just sitting there listening to him. Okay, and he telling her about, you know, his PTSD and how he been shot so many times and how he be, you know, all of a sudden it was reactivated when the police was chasing him and he didn't know it was the police. He thought people was trying to kill him again because he was shot 15 times, you know, and he was scared, and now, you know, he can't sleep at night and he take NyQuil and, you know, he be having panic attacks. And she was just like, and how do you feel when you have panic attacks? Oh, he don't feel good, Patty. Okay, he be sickly, he can't sleep. Patty says, well, there's a lot of things that can help you out. One of the things is that you need to continue to come to therapy. And Chaotic says, you know what, I do like that. You know, I like that. That sounds like Big Baby Swole, huh? He do like the fact that this has made him feel better. Okay, yeah, you know what, he think he gonna keep on with this therapy thing, and Patty is happy that he's gonna continue to do that. But lastly, you guys, the vigil. It's just a handful of people. At first, actually it's really just a handful of people that it looks like they were able to get together. But you know, the people on the show who have all experienced trauma, Trina, her brother was killed, Chaotic, him being shot a bunch of times, Trick Daddy being involved in a whole bunch of dastardly shit, you know, riots and people shooting and getting killed and fights and all of that. Joy lost two brothers, I think it was, to gun violence. It really started to be more about, I guess, the reactions of people who have experienced trauma as a result of violence. Okay, and now that they have mental health issues. So they have this vigil and everybody is there and it's very sad. Everybody gives their experiences, what has happened. You know, Chaotic, he's the one that's kind of trying to direct this whole thing. See, this is what we need. Everybody needs to get together and talk about. I said, okay. He trying, bless his heart. One of the guys there was like, well, what do we need to do, okay, to fix it? Okay, what's the solution? Chaotic says that they got to be there for the youth, okay, that they have got to teach the youngins that's coming up under them, you know, how to be men and not to be cowards and one of these ones that want to be shooting folks and, you know, all of that. So that is Chaotic's solution. Chaotic seems like he's cool and he's got all of the things that he wants to do in his mind. He just got a past that he can't get away from. So he's trying. I hope the shit is not facetious. But like I said, Mona went on and pulled out her socially conscious bag today, didn't she? Okay, she gonna help y'all. Mental health, women's reproductive health, gun violence, help the community, high schoolers. Child, that Mona was on it today, wasn't she? Alright, rock stars, that's it. Let me get off of here. Get on back to work. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.